I want to go across to Amit Malviya first, because Mr. Malviya, the one question that everyone's asking across the country is, what is the UP government trying to hide? Now, yes, there are rapes in Uttar Pradesh, as there are in other states of the country, including West Bengal, including Rajasthan. But in this case, we saw the Uttar Pradesh police and local administration cremate this girl at 2:35 a.m. as if she was some terrorist and needed to cremate her without her family getting one last look at their daughter who had died, been murdered, possibly even raped. And now you've got the UP police lay a cordon, make it seem as if this is a fortress where journalists can't go in. The family says their phones have been taken away. The family says their phones are being tapped, they're being kept under surveillance. Why are the victims' families being treated like the culprits in this case, Mr. Malviya?
Well, Rahul, I hope you will have the patience to listen to what I had to say, because if the media has been disallowed, a lot of credit goes to your channel, goes to your group and its coverage. There is an audio of your reporter Tanushree Pandey that has gone viral on social media. Other channels have picked it up and are showing how your channel has swooped down on Hathras and is misreporting. Your reporter can be heard in that audio clip tutoring the victim's brother on what he should say, what he should not say, suggesting that he come up with leading statements, asking him questions about the video of the mother and the victim, the first videos that were taken immediately after this crime was reported, as something that they should move away from and stick to the position that they have taken now. So clearly the media, particularly your group, does not have much of a track record to speak about the media's conduct per se. Number two, there are several evidences, including the autopsy report that has come from the Aligarh hospital and then subsequently from Safdarjung. Both these reports seem to suggest that there was no rape. There were contradictory statements filed by the victim's family. I don't know what their compulsions are, but clearly the first statement said that there was an attempt to strangulate and there was one person involved. Subsequently, more people were named and an element of sexual assault was also incorporated. Therefore, this is clearly a matter of investigation. The cops will prevent the evidences and the court will look at it and opine.
Can I hold you there, because that audio clip that you talk about, one second, because you've said certain things, Rahul, I need to put them in context. Yes, I must be allowed to counter and I will come back to you. I will come back to you, Amit.
Let me make my point.
One second, you've made more than a point. I want to answer that before we go ahead, which is very simple. Our reporter is on the ground trying to get a story. Your government and your police, Mr. Malviya, is trying to stop journalists from doing their job and from reporting on this story. I want to ask you this question. Why is the UP police and the local administration tapping the phones of journalists? Let's for a moment say that what you're saying is correct, which it isn't, because I heard that clip and she says, can you record a video and can you send it across to us? Whatever you've said to Priyanka Gandhi Vadra in the video that she's put out, can you record something on similar lines? And why is she having to plead with the family to send the victim, to send the video across to us? Because you and your government and your police, Mr. Malviya, is stopping journalists from doing their job. If you have nothing to hide, why does the family need to sneak a video out? Why can't journalists just go in and speak to the family members? And why are the phones of journalists being tapped, Mr. Malviya?
Look, Rahul, merely raising your voice is not going to change the reality.
Just answer my questions.
Listen to what I have to say. Don't interrupt me again till I finish. Your journalist is also on record saying, मुझे पता है आपको फंसाने की कोशिश हो रही है, लेकिन हम आपके साथ खड़े हैं, चिंता मत करिए. Is she reporting a story or is she the story? Is she reporting the version of what happened or is she reporting the version of Aaj Tak in India Today? My question to you is very simple. If she knew of the first video where the mother actually admits that there was an attempt to strangulate the girl by this boy called Sandeep, who's from the upper caste, why is it that the India Today group and Aaj Tak did not show it? And why is it your journalist asking the victim's brother about that tape and not reporting it? Why is she saying that he must stick to the subsequent charges made? Do you think there's nothing wrong with that?
I'll tell you what, whatever I need to do. One second, Mr. Malviya, because you can't have a diatribe which is one way and you can say what you want. In fact, I knew that you might pull this stunt. You haven't answered why you are tapping the phones of journalists. That's a very serious charge you need to respond to. I want to play out a clip because
I
a
want to make
website
that-
which leans towards the government received a leaked audio conversation which clearly has UP government officials recording telephone calls of journalists and then leaking them to media that leans their way instead of us answering questions. And I want to play out one clip from that leaked audio which we found out from a website which is completely aligned with the government of the day, which leaked it out. How they got this? That's a bigger question that needs to be asked. Why are journalist telephones being recorded, Mr. Malviya? You need to answer that question. But since you've asked questions about what our reporter was doing, let me just play out a quick excerpt of
Can
that.
I
Here
come
it
in
is.
there?
Let's
No,
listen.
listen.
हमें बताया जा रहा है कि फैमिली ने मारा है, फैमिली पे डालने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। अब संदीप
जी
तुम ही लोग का साथ है बस। देखो हम अभी तक खड़े हैं, बिल्कुल पिट रहे हैं, अभी डंडे खाए हैं।
मैम पीछे नहीं हटेंगे क्योंकि हमारी बहन मारी गई है मैम।
बिल्कुल मुझे तो पता है संदीप, ये तो मैं तुम्हारी बहन हूँ यार, कोई मैं तो पूरा समझ रही हूँ। पर संदीप एक मुझे बात बताओ, अभी ना पिताजी का एक वीडियो आया है। प्रियंका गांधी ने अभी पिताजी का एक वीडियो ट्वीट किया जिसमें पिताजी बोल रहे हैं कि ये जो कल जो हमको वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के लिए बुलाया गया है, ये पूरा हमको सिर्फ प्रेशराइज करने के लिए बुलाया गया है।
जी प्रेशराइज करने के लिए इन्होंने बुलाया था। और वो
बोला है, सब पिताजी ने बोला है।
हाँ बोल नहीं पा रहे थे तो उस टाइम वो धमकी दे रखी है मैम, जिन्होंने तो पापा हमारे की तुमने देखी होगी।
नहीं मुझे बताओ कि नहीं तो पर सच में बताया तुमको पिताजी ने कि वहाँ वहाँ क्या धमकाने के लिए बुलाया था?
अभी बताया उन्होंने दोपहर में करेंगे, ऐसे बताया कि घर पर।
सुनो संदीप मेरे लिए एक काम कर दो भाई, प्लीज कर दो एक काम, और मैं तुम्हें वादा कर रही हूँ कि मैं यहाँ से हिलूंगी नहीं जब तक तुम लोग नहीं बोलोगे कि इंसाफ नहीं मिला है। तुमने एक काम करो, पिताजी का ना एक छोटा सा, पिताजी का ऑलरेडी देखो वीडियो बाहर आ ही चुका है, ठीक है? प्रियंका गांधी ने ट्वीट कर दिया है, उस वीडियो को सबने ऑलरेडी उठा दिया है। मेरे को हाथ जोड़ के विनती है संदीप, पिताजी का ना एक छोटा सा वीडियो बना लो जहाँ पिताजी बोल रहे हैं कि हाँ मुझ पे बहुत प्रेशर था ये स्टेटमेंट देने के लिए कि मैं सेटिस्फाइड हूँ, संतुष्ट हूँ कार्रवाई से, और हमको जांच चाहिए क्योंकि हमारी बेटी मरी है, हमारी बेटी को हमें देखने भी नहीं दिया, बिना देखे दफनाए दिया। जो भी आप बोल रहे हो ना कि पिताजी बोल रहे हैं कि बहुत प्रेशर किया है, संदीप प्लीज एक वीडियो बना के मुझे भेज दो। संदीप तुम बैठे हो पिताजी के साथ, सिर्फ तुम ही कर सकते हो। 5 मिनट लगेगा, एक वीडियो जल्दी से बनाओ और सिर्फ मुझको भेज दो। कब कर पाओगे?
ठीक है मैम, मैं अभी करवा देता हूँ पापा को।
हाँ कुछ भी देखो, उनको डरने की अब ना कोई बात। अब तो देखो संदीप, डर के तो अब क्या करना है, हो गया ना अब तो जो होना है, इससे तो क्या करेंगे, हमें मुझे मार देंगे, कल तुम्हें मार देंगे, परसों क्या करना भी है अब ऐसे जी के। इतने डर में डरने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, हम लोग खड़े। हाँ बताओ।
इन्होंने घर में पुलिस लगा दी, एकदम छत पे बैठे हैं। कोई
मुझे पता है संदीप, और तुम टेंशन मत